live.
You jumped the gun on that one.
You're supposed to look at each other and do it together.
Oh,
That's okay.
Okay,
It's
wait.
synchronization.
Okay, we'll do it again. We do it
again.
again. But like,
I totally
there's
wanted
no
to
cut.
keep this.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
We live.
There you go.
There we go. Okay. Wow, I wanted to keep the first one when you guys messed up.
You can keep
that was
both.
nice.
You can keep both.
We're at 50 seconds. We'll see what happens.
No, you started it at like 30 seconds on that, didn't you?
I don't know, dude. Time is not real.
Tell
Or as
me
Ali
about
would
it.
say, money isn't real.
Of course, you got to bring up Allie each episode.
I have. It's my apology tour. I gotta make up for.
I think their
forgetting about
apology
her.
is enough already. Especially yesterday. I think that was fun. I think.
We had a good time.
Oh yeah, we did. It was really fun.
Before we make the mistake of last week, we'll introduce you early because we went a whole like 5 minutes, and
It
then we
was
were like,
like
"Oh,
15 minutes,
This is
actually.
Cam, by the way."
Yeah.
This isn't Cam, by the way. You'd be better introducing, but
This is one of my best friends. Her name is Camila. I've known her for 3 years now.
Yeah, like 3 or 4.
Yeah, I don't really remember.
The time frame's kind of fun.
Yeah,
pull
it's
it a little
like a
bit
long-
closer to your mouth. I don't want to hear you in the
Yeah.
other room when we're listening to this.
But yeah, I've known her for like 3 or 4 years now. I can't exactly like remember the date. But we met through one of our other friends, Afton. And well, the rest is history. So, but she's down visiting she's up, I guess, visiting Charlotte for the weekend. She's been here since Friday, and today is Sunday when we're recording this. So, we showed her around we showed her the clubs. Coyote Joe's was fun. Besides that, we've just been watching movies the whole time.
Basically, and watching the Dahmer series.
Mm-hmm. And pretty much, yeah, because I've been like somewhat sick here. She's just been nursing me, basically.
You can't say that because you know how I am with that.
But like, I'm not sick though.
How are you with that?
I'm a hypochondriac, so like,
Oh.
if he just goes like, I'm like, yo, get back. I like lock my door.
But like, okay, the reason why I say like I'm okay is because you said you were sick last week, and like
I'm still coming off of like I have like a terminal cold.
Do you diagnose yourself often with things?
Yes.
Like what?
Delusion is the first one. But well, that's what I'm saying. It's bad. So like if I was at work with somebody and then like they'll text me when they get home and like, yo, I just threw up, or like I have a really bad headache. I'm like, I like start sweating. I like pop some cough drops. It's bad.
It's funny because for him, sometimes he's like okay, and one person says something, he's like, oh, I have the same thing. I'm like coughing, I have a fever, and I'm like, dude,
And
no,
I could be completely healthy, and so
Yeah.
my throat's a little itchy. I'm like, you know what? Mine is
too. Yeah,
It's
And I'm
really
just like,
bad.
Are
what?
you a germaphobe?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. You see him wash his hands a lot. Well, you notice.
dish soap.
With dish soap.
No, but the one thing that you notice is that the way he eats like fries sometimes.
I actually talked about this at work today.
Oh, you did?
Thanks for bringing this up, by the way.
You're
'cause
welcome.
It's really cool and makes me look really awesome.
Soggy fries?
Huh?
Soggy fries?
They have to be soggy. I'm not eating some dry fries, bro.
Well, it's like
There's
soggy.
got to
It's
be
like,
some moisture on those bad boys.
well, it's usually like fries, chips, like things that you can eat multiple times with. So
Okay.
well,
you don't
go
lick
ahead.
your fingers.
No, so when I eat stuff, and I know openly, I know this isn't how this works,
Is this thing?
Mm-hmm.
but
Gotcha.
I'll like eat it. Like if it's like a fry, I'll like eat just the part that's not what I touched, and I'll put to the side like what I touched, which isn't how that works because it just spreads throughout. So like if I didn't wash my hands, that's not how germs work.
Right.
Which I know, but I still do it anyway because it just makes me feel better. But
So like if you notice, you probably didn't notice yesterday or today, but like if you see like Cookout normally, he usually has like the tray, the part like the front portion is filled with random shit on it. I completely
Do you do that
forgot.
with chicken nuggets too?
well, I've started now actually to just wash my hands before I eat stuff.
I think you
Which-
always did that.
I do, but the times that I don't have access to it, I guess, like if we're in the car, then
I have hand sanitizer in my
I don't know why
car.
that's a bad thing. I love eating food in the car.
No, but I think it's just the speed of which you eat it.
Yeah, you inhale that as
Like
fast as
the
like
dude
meat
doesn't
sitting
even
in
give
that.
Thomas the
Because-
bag yet. And you're like, so
Yeah,
Because
'cause
the times we've gotten food, I've been starving.
That is true.
So why
'Cause
wouldn't I start right away?
That is true. Because today you only ate eggs and 10 count nuggets and some soggy fries.
Exactly.
See, I'm starving too, but I just like to be in like a comfortable environment.
The
as
car's
opposed to
comfortable.
Thomas is driving, it's not comfortable.
Thomas
Oh.
is driving.
I'm sorry.
Today was a little bad. Okay, guys, I couldn't see the road, and I thought the road that I was on was the road that I was supposed to be on.
We let him chauffeur for the past like 2 days.
Y'all just
Never more have I been more fearful of
okay,
my life.
but y'all chose me to chauffeur. I don't. Yesterday was a bad day that y'all let me chauffeur. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Driving back, I was like, man, I'd be seeing double vision right now.
Well, it's just one of those times where you're just okay with not driving. Because I could have driven, but I was just like, somebody else is going to drive for me. I'll take that risk, I guess.
Well, the
But-
reason why I offered to drive is because I usually know like most of the ways around like Charlotte. So like,
Yeah, you do have better.
like I have a better, I guess, map in my head. Because like
Yeah.
to get to, where do we go? Like
Even though
AMF.
we went across the street
What?
on the wrong side.
That one I've never been on. So like I've never been to McDonald's there before, and I
Okay.
went straight that time.
Very fair.
That
Very
time I was like, I don't know where I'm going. I could not see
Very fair.
because like I knew the area. I just never crossed that way before, and definitely almost hit a car and went on the wrong
The
side.
law doesn't see it that way, Tom.
You know what's funny? Literally a cop drove by us after our light turned green.
Oh, I
He's
didn't
like,
even
it's
see
too
that.
late for this.
Because it was like this.
He
We were
caught the
red.
cop car, but not the car that we almost ran into.
I don't know what that car was. That car definitely was like,
Well,
what the hell?
I thought, because I saw you like looking behind us to like check and make sure. I think.
To check his.
I thought somebody was following us. I'm like, bro, you're dumb too. And then like he went the right way.
Oh, because yes, the car that was at the stop.
But yeah, I thought I was trying to look behind us to see if somebody followed, and he was also just like, "What?" we were on the wrong side of the road. But
People, they probably thought I was drunk.
no, okay. But also at the
True.
same time, you definitely could have just like gone over the median.
I wasn't going.
You went
over
like an
Oh,
extra
God,
half mile.
no.
I was not
That
going over
means
the
It was
no.
like this tall.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was not. It
That
was
thing
a lot
was
thicker
thick.
than that. Yeah.
Like that thing was thicker than. I'm not gonna say anything.
A bowl of oatmeal. That's
Yeah,
it.
there you go. But that thing was thick. I was not doing that because wow, words. Do you remember the last time I went over a median? I popped my tire.
Oh, it's a good thing we didn't.
As long as we get back, we just might be the whole time.
Yeah.
Which
so
we're
how am I
okay
supposed
with.
to go anywhere tomorrow? Like that tomorrow?
I don't know.
Okay.
Going back to what you were talking about with work, you said you were talking about something at work.
Oh,
And then
that was this thing.
Oh.
Oh well, no, yeah.
Oh.
So I was
I thought
when I
there
was
was more to
eating
that.
lunch today. This girl that was in there, she was eating pickles, like little like sweet pickles or whatever, just out of like a little bowl. It was really funny to me. I tend to find things funny that nobody else finds funny.
No, I do.
But
Sometimes too.
well, I was eating my Chipotle, which was really good.
Shout out Chipotle.
Um,
That's what you were supposed to eat
Sponsor
today.
us.
You were supposed to eat that today
Yeah.
too, but you just were like,
It
nah. I don't-
sounded good, but
It was fire. But I had like my head down eating my Chipotle, and I just heard a crunch of a pickle like from the other side of the table. Just I was like, and I looked up, and she had little like pickle giblets like on the cap of the bowl.
pickle what now?
Giblets, like the tips of the pickle. I just chose the word giblet.
Giblets.
Yeah.
Got it.
But it was just like the tips, like the stem, I guess, of the pickle. And I was just like, what is that? And it reminded me of what I do. And then I told her that story.
Aw.
And yeah, she just got up and walked out. So we didn't speak the rest of the shift.
Wait, did she like relate to your story or no?
No.
Oh, like she literally got up and walked out.
No, I'm kidding. But it was just
oh.
the stem, so she just doesn't eat those.
Oh.
But yeah.
Like the stem of the pickle.
yeah.
Okay.
I eat them because I don't care. But
Do you like pickles? Because
I love pickles.
Do you like
Oh,
pickles too?
no.
Okay, I don't like
Absolutely
pickles
not.
either. Do you like olives?
See, olives are one of those foods that I haven't really tried since I was younger. So like, I don't know if my taste just changed, but
I don't like.
no,
I don't like
in the
olives
past,
either.
I haven't liked olives. But
Yeah, I don't like olives, but I don't really remember what they taste like. If I'm being fully honest,
I'd have to try them again.
I feel like they taste like vinegar. That's what I'm getting from them. Like the vibe that I'm getting from thinking about one of them.
That's an interesting vibe you're getting.
Vinegar? Doesn't that like...
Well, I don't want to eat vinegar, so that's
No, like vinegar-filled olive.
Like pickles?
I thought we were talking about olives.
I said like pickles.
Oh yes. Like,
Because isn't pickles go in jars of vinegar, or is that cucumbers?
What?
What?
Which one is it?
No
that-
I
idea.
think are pickles like from cucumbers?
Yeah, but isn't cucumbers like you put in vinegar and it soaks up to become a pickle? Or is it the other way around?
Oh wait.
You know what I'm talking about?
Actually, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if that's how they're made, or if that they just come.
I don't know. I don't like pickles. That's
I've never
the
heard this
conclusion
before,
of that.
so I'm really scared.
They also have blue cheese olives. Doesn't that
Okay,
just sound
I don't.
nasty?
Blue cheese.
Well, they mostly it's like they put them in their drinks.
Who? Blue cheese?
Yeah, like blue cheese like stuff.
What drink are they drinking?
They put it in like
The Texas
a martini.
Roadhouse drink? A martini?
Yeah.
Blue cheese in a martini
Yes.
sounds terrible.
Doesn't it?
I don't even.
yeah.
I don't even know what blue cheese really tastes like. I guess blue cheese,
It
but
just
I like
sounds
blue cheese, but it's only with very select foods.
like with a martini.
No, that's
What?
also not a food, so that doesn't.
Oh
really
wait, that's
apply.
not a food. You're right. Just got that.
okay. Random question, just because like since we went to Coyote Joe's yesterday, what's your like go-to drink that you order?
Like spicy water drink.
Yeah.
Well, before I answer that question, as you guys can tell, we're just kind of like freeballing it on this
Yeah.
episode. We have something that we can talk to you about.
We'll get there eventually. I just get random questions in my head, and I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we would have gotten there if I didn't say anything. But,
Yeah, that's true.
we'll get there. Hang in there, everybody. Whatever I had last night that Ali told me to drink, I really liked that. Whatever it
Amaretto?
was. Yeah, that was really good.
I
But
know yours. Well, actually, I don't know your go-to drink. I know your go-to beer.
Usually just.
you're a
vodka.
beer. Oh wait, no. No, you're not a beer person.
She doesn't like beer, but like whenever she has to drink a beer, it's usually like Michelob. Because what do you normally drink?
What do you mean? Like normally, like just when? Just like normally.
Normally, I guess. I don't know.
like. Yeah, like.
Like if you, because obviously you've never ordered from a bar before, but
Right.
like, have you tried?
Pull that down a little bit. So it's a little bit.
Yeah, have you
Yeah,
tried
yeah.
other drinks before or no?
Well, I like vodka Red Bulls.
Oh yeah, you did tell me about that.
Yes.
I forget about
Yeah.
that.
Those are
So you don't
good.
like remembering where you are, is what you're saying.
Pretty
Oh,
much.
God.
I'm just like, oh man, a little casual.
Those
See,
will
okay.
get you like.
The reason why I don't like vodka Red Bulls is because there's the two worst things that I don't really like that
See,
much
I
together.
love Red Bull.
I don't
And they
drink
like
Red Bull.
completely like you don't taste the vodka in it, which is great.
I feel like that would burn my insides.
Yeah, it's really bad for you, but it tastes good.
I mean, yeah, alcohol is.
I know
so-
that. It's like
Oh, no, the Red
an
Bull. The
Energy,
Red Bull's
an
worse.
energy drink with alcohol.
Vodka
It's-
Red Bull tastes like this vinegar conversation we we're just having.
Really?
It's just like.
do you not like? Do you not like Red Bull?
I think I've had Red Bull like one time in my life.
I don't
Oh
like
my
Red Bull.
I'm not an
God.
energy
That's just
drink.
yeah,
I'm just not an energy
drink
person.
guy.
I'm
Wow.
not really one either, but just like if I was like, oh, I'm thirsty, a Red Bull sounds really good.
It's just so potent.
You drink a Red Bull but not coffee?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I'm the opposite. I drink coffee over Red Bull.
Yeah, I would too. Do you not? What is there a reason why you don't like coffee?
Just don't like the taste.
That's
I
fair.
don't know. I like thought I'd eventually like get used to it and like it, but I never have.
Fair enough.
That's fair.
I guess to answer your question, I don't know, kind of like what Kayla put me onto. Those
What did she
root
put you
beers. I really like those root beers.
Root
Do you
beers?
like root beer?
Root beers? What root beers?
What root beers did you
Or
have?
do you like root beer?
Oh yeah.
Okay, there's my friend for New Year's / my birthday got me like an alcoholic root beer.
Oh.
Oh, is that the
Really?
It's so good.
What's the brand?
Not Your Father's Root Beer is what it's called.
Yeah, that's right. I remember you giving me those. Those just straight up taste.
Well,
is
are
it
you
just
ta-
like a can or is it?
No,
like
it's a bottle.
It's like a bottle, like a beer
Oh,
bottle.
okay.
Are you talking about like if I go out somewhere and I have to order something, or if I had to have alcohol, like
Yeah,
what would
I
I
was
choose?
I
wondering
would
if you
say
meant, like,
okay for
go to
you.
some-
I would say because I know yesterday was your first time going to like a bar, like a real bar, right?
Pretty much.
So I mean, what do you think your go-to will be since after experiencing?
I mean, if we go back there, I'll probably get that amaretto thing.
Amaretto?
Or the Dirty Shirley, because that was really good too.
Okay. Well, I mean, for you, I guess ordering at a bar is not really an option.
Her path was I'll order a beer and then just immediately give it to Cole. I'll take a sip.
She
and
has to
then
drink
like,
half
I
of
drank
it.
half of it.
like a quarter of that was
the
missing.
Start.
But you also pregame kind of hard, kind of. I don't know how much of that Truly did you drink?
Like 3/4.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Is that last quarter you gave me before we left?
Yeah.
Dang.
Okay.
You just be puff and passing your drinks, huh?
She really does.
I don't want this anymore. Drink.
No,
the
then she was like,
rest.
"Can you give me 2 more lemon drops, Thomas?" I'm like, "Sure, okay."
Oh, those were good. If
Lemon
I could
drops
just
are
order
good.
those, I would.
Lemon drops
I
are
didn't
good.
know that they did like a sugar rim.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that, so I just didn't bother to look that ever.
Yeah, that's why I gave you
Until
like I gave you 2
Yeah.
cups, and then you were like, "Here, take this." I think it was a lime,
Mm-hmm.
and I was you was like, "What did I say? Words. Suck on it," and then
Mm-hmm.
did it taste better?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was good. Deep Eddies is nice.
What?
Deep Eddies.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
That's
neither
the
do I.
brand for lemon drops. Yeah.
So you trying to say diabetes? Diabetes?
That's like God of War.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
What?
God of War.
Yes.
Oh.
That's,
Out of everything we were
you
saying,
heard that
you heard
and
God
you thought
of
it was
War.
gonorrhea.
yes. Yes. Yes.
And why did you put me on behind that?
Because I heard someone say that, and then I don't know. I didn't know
Oh.
what that meant.
And you're like, Cole probably has it. Awesome.
Colby
Yes.
Poland. He'd be busy
Sick.
in the sheets. Freaking the
I'll be
sheets.
busy at the doctor's office now. Apparently, I have an STD.
That's
Well, we never answered that question. I don't think.
good. Oh, I didn't know I had to answer.
Oh, wait.
Oh yeah. If
You
you're
kind of
asking,
answered that
yeah,
question?
yeah.
Mine?
So
Yeah.
you're just saying if you're just like whatever alcoholic drink you want, pick something,
Yes.
or are you saying if we
So
go
like
out somewhere?
both scenarios. So like at a bar, what would be like the first thing you order?
What was that standard? Do they offer like Almeretta and
That's
Dirty
standard for,
Shirley
like, every
anywhere?
bar, yeah.
And then I guess one of those.
Okay.
But if it's one of those instances where you're saying go out and buy yourself
Yeah,
some
that's
alcohol,
okay.
So like if you go out and
it'd
buy,
probably be the root beer or the Jack Daniel's like watermelon or lemonade.
those are
thing.
so good. I'm glad I found those because
Watermelon.
I'm a very casual.
so it's not like the actual liquor Jack
It's like
Daniels.
it's
the,
a margarita, I think.
Yeah, it's like a Jack Daniel's margarita bottle, and it has like it's probably 5 or 6% alcohol, but it's like a watermelon flavor too. It's so good. It tastes really, really good. So, yeah, did I find those? And, like, give it to you?
The
or-
Jack Daniels.
Are they
Yeah.
cans?
They're bottles.
They're bottles.
Oh.
Did,
yeah.
did we find it together, like at Food Line or something?
No, you just like handed it to me one day, and I was like, and I just took a sip.
Oh,
of
was
it,
this
and I'm
like around your birthday when you turned 21?
Probably,
And
yeah.
I was like, we should try this because I like Jack Daniels. I used to be a Jack Daniels fanatic.
Well, Jack
before.
Daniels
Have
is
you ever tried it? The like Tennessee honey one. Wait, is that like that's like the regular one, right?
The regular Jack Daniels bottle.
Yeah.
well, Jack
The
Daniels is
liquor?
traditionally whiskey, right?
Yeah, it's a whiskey bottle.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but like the Tennessee honey like flavor.
Oh,
Is that like a regular like just flavor?
I think that's the.
You're
regular one.
drinking like Harry Potter potions. I don't understand what your
I think
taste in
that's-
alcohol is.
I know what you're talking about. I think that's the
Right.
standard.
That's just like the standard.
one.
Like, because
yeah.
then you started talking about watermelon, and then I got confused.
Well, so like the standard, that's like the whiskey
just like
liquor.
the standard like whiskey.
Yeah,
The, like,
but
the
we're talking
handle.
about because this is Food Line. They don't sell liquor
Right,
there, so we
right.
just. I don't know. I think it's probably like Would you classify as a seltzer, Cole?
Well, I'm saying like the Jack Daniel's handle. Have you ever tried it with like Dr. Pepper cream soda?
No, he's just never had regular straight
Yeah.
Jack Daniels before.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Those
yeah,
look good.
That's really good.
Yeah, those look good.
Actually, can you give me one? You want one? You want one?
I'll just try a sip of yours.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just gonna try some of his. But with cream soda and Dr. Pepper, you taste nothing.
Really?
Yeah, it tastes good.
But yeah, they're really good. Especially that one. That was lemonade. So
I like the watermelon of that is probably my favorite.
I like
Or
the
the watermelon or
watermelon,
the
too.
peach.
That just tastes like a Mike's Hard.
Yeah, it's pretty
kind
similar.
of. The watermelon doesn't
or
taste
like
like.
the Smirnoff Ices.
Yeah, it's just because it's a lemonade version. The watermelon doesn't taste anything like Mike's Hard or anything.
Okay.
That's why.
Yeah. It tastes good though. It doesn't taste
know,
like
right?
anything but
Well, it's
lemonade.
also what is it 5.9% or something. So it's
You're close. 4.8.
Oh,
yeah.
that's even.
So
yeah,
you'd have
that's
to
even-
drink the whole thing probably. To,
And they only come in packs of 6, so it's not much.
Okay.
So
it's a very like
You have to like slam 2 of those to feel like
pretty much.
anything.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
it's a very casual drink.
Did I answer that question?
We're good.
No, you haven't answered it yet.
Oh.
Oh wait, he did answer it.
Well, he asked it, but he never answered it himself.
Oh.
So like at a bar, I usually start off with like a beer a couple times because like I know I sound like I'm not usually a beer guy is a thing, but the reason why I get beers is because they're cheap. Because like I bought 2 beers yesterday, it was $7, and I was like, that's like $3.50 each. So I was like, okay,
Yeah, but that should tell you something.
huh?
Mid.
I know, but the thing is, I usually start with beer just to get me started a little bit. Then now I'm like, oh, let me get Amaretta, a Dirty Shirley, some lemon drops. Maybe if I'm feeling crazy, get some tequila shots in there too.
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh, I know, but I didn't go anywhere near tequila last night, thankfully, because I
God,
was
yeah.
driving. So,
I've never had tequila.
That would have been
which is
terrible.
probably a good thing.
It gives you a massive headache.
Yeah.
That's all I'm
well,
telling
you know the like the light and dark rule, right?
Don't mix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never heard that rule.
Really?
Mm.
Wait, is it like the same? Is
So-
it the same
That
saying as like beer before liquor?
No.
Oh, it's not.
It's
that. Okay.
basically it's like whatever liquor you drink, whatever color that is, you only stick with that color for the rest of the night. So like if you drink vodka, you should be drinking clear and like light like liquor. Mm-hmm. But if you drink vodka and then straight go to Jack Daniels, you're gonna be very fucked up for the rest of the night.
Oh, well, I've not heard that.
See, that's
so.
what happened to me on my birthday, which I trusted people and they let me down because
Well,
I
it was your
had-
birthday. That one was a little bit different.
Okay, but I literally was coherent enough to say, hey, is this okay to do that? Because I knew that rule going into it. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, this probably isn't a good idea. They're like, yeah, you'll be fine. I was in excruciating pain when we got back to our apartment.
No,
I was
you
like, why
weren't.
does
You were
my
having
stomach want
fun.
to be on the outside
What are
rather
you
than the
talking
inside?
about? You said you were having fun.
Dude, no, that well, one of my buddies, Tristan, he asked me what I drank, and he said, "Oh, so sugar, basically. You just
Oh,
had sugar
yeah.
with alcohol in it."
Yeah, pretty much.
Which is what happened. I had like a gnarly headache today because the Almeretta.
Sour.
Dude, my stomach was killing me last night because I had nothing in it, and it was just a pool of sugar.
You got cookout.
That was after
that was
the fact,
post
though. Yeah.
trauma. So
Well, it's supposed to like
Post-trauma.
sandwich it together.
yeah, that didn't happen.
He didn't have any. He didn't have the bottom sandwich.
It was
to
more
follow.
like, because I just used the pool analogy, it was more like a floaty just sitting on top of it, really. Than it was just kind of like
it's like
sucking
the,
out the.
It's like the kid that's drowning and he's at the bottom of the pool and you just throw that floaty in.
I was a bit more morbid. I was kind of
Okay.
going a little like surface level, but that works.
Sorry, I was just trying to make it a little more realistic, I guess.
Take that drink away from him if you need to, by the way. If it
Okay.
gets to him a little bit.
I'm not gonna be drunk.
I'm kidding. Boy, what was your answer? We're gonna be on this for like
Yeah.
40 minutes.
Start off with beers and amarettas, and then if I have to drink anything here, I usually just get beer or Trulies.
Did you ever answer the question?
Yeah.
What was your answer?
I said a vodka Red Bull, and then if
That's where you start?
Like at a bar.
Oh. Well, the one time that I have been, I got a Michelob and a Corona, and then switched to
Okay.
vodka Red Bull.
Okay, then what about
So
like if
have
it's
you heard the saying "beer before liquor"? How does it go? Do you all know that?
I know
one?
that saying. I just don't know how
Okay.
it goes.
Is it liquor? No, it can't be like that. I think it's beer before liquor, never been sicker. Liquor before beer, you're in the clear.
Oh, I think I've heard
Wait,
that.
Yeah,
so
so I
liquor
went
before
from-
beer, you're in the
Clear.
oh.
I
Oh,
think
I
that's
do
how
agree
it
with that.
goes.
Yes.
When
So
I
it's-
did the complete opposite.
Yes.
So that's why it was.
Well, the
not
reason
a
why,
good
because
night.
if you drink beer before liquor, your body's adjusting to beer before like is something lighter
Mhm.
versus
Oh, I
liquor.
guess that makes sense.
Yeah, and then once you put liquor in it, your body's dead. So
Clearly,
Yeah.
I know nothing about.
why do you
any
think
of
that's why I took like 2 shots before we left, and I was fine at the club?
Oh, okay. Well, I just don't think about that when like you're actually.
I mean, I don't really
drinking,
think
you
about
know?
it too, but like
You
I guess
know?
it's just kind of like how my body just
Yeah,
knows.
how I'm like feeling, and then
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I know what it can handle. and
Yeah.
then-
Because I was like, yeah, 2 shots is gonna be fine. If I give me a third, that's when I'm gonna be like, woo, a little bit.
Well, you were like that today, and you had no alcohol in you.
That's
No
just me.
alcohol.
I'm just high in life normally. That's just me. I'm like, you know that better than
Very
anyone.
smiley.
Apparently, that's a bad thing.
You want to have that conversation again? You want to call Allie again and talk about that
No, I do not.
on the pod?
Because she's with Michaela, Bailey, and Gracie.
Ooh.
Because they went rounds. They said, "All right, why do you think Thomas was gay?" All right, okay, that's
Yeah, we should probably stray from talking about that.
please.
You're gonna get a lot of text messages.
Nothing but hurt feelings out here.
Yeah, we really don't need to talk about that. Well, do we want to talk about last night at all? Like anything that just
Sure.
kind of like stood out to us? Well, that was my first exposure to that kind of environment. So
Oh, that's
absolutely.
right, yeah.
Me too.
Well, that's just your first time being there. 'cause
Yeah.
you never-
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I guess that's
Well,
your
was
first
that
time being
your
there too.
first time being there too, right?
it was my first time being there, but it was also just my first time being at kind of like a bar club kind of
Okay.
scene. Because we've been to like Chili's, but that's not.
That's not the
Chili,
There's-
like
yes.
the restaurant.
Yeah, there's like a 6-year-old's birthday party
Where
in the
you
background.
get chocolate birthday cake.
The molten lava.
Okay, look,
Yeah.
the
Come
molten
on
lava
now.
cake is fire.
Tell me something
Okay,
about the
I
molten
thought that
lava.
was the Applebee's.
No, it's
No.
at Chili's. Okay.
Oh,
The
okay.
reason why I know it so well, me and Ethan used to have this tradition when we worked together back in like when we were in high school. Every Friday night after we work, we went to Chili's and we got the molten lava cake.
It's pretty good.
I know.
It's fire.
And Ethan would say, "You will never finish that," and I would always finish it because my fat ass would always do it.
So yeah, Chili's doesn't count. So yes, I think that means that was your first time. Yes.
I count.
Well, what did you
Chili's.
think of it? What was your first impressions of it when you got in?
Well, I think I told you I felt like I had only really heard bad things about Coyote Joe's because even the name sounds kind of trashy to me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not
definitely.
gonna
So, but I feel like I've heard people like, man, I don't even remember what happened, which I mean is just kind of how that goes. Because
Yeah.
also when we were leaving, there were just like pools of vomit like on the ground. I don't know if you guys saw
What?
it. It was
I
really-
did not
okay,
see
not
that.
no, that happened. You
I did
didn't-
not see
where,
that.
Yes?
Where was it? Where?
Where were you looking?
Where were you
Wait,
looking at?
yeah.
I didn't see any.
Where were the pools?
Like when we came out,
On, like, the
the stairs that we
gravel?
took, it was just like on the ground on the right.
That was just
Oh.
that was spilled drinks. Those weren't pools of vomit.
Yeah, mixed with stomach acid. I
Did
think.
you see like actual stomach acid,
I don't know what stomach
was
acid
dark.
looked
or
like.
did you see
Yellow.
like was it like a abnormal
Yellowish.
color, or was it gunky or whatever?
I don't know.
Okay,
It
well,
doesn't matter. Anyway, I had only really heard poor things about that place, but it was actually really cool. Like, I got in touch with I'm 50 city, 50 southern. I got more in touch with my southern side a little bit.
Yeah.
So, in the way that I just stood in the corner and watched everybody dance.
The only reason why people say it's like a bad place to go is because I don't remember, but one of my friends when we were meeting up with her before we left, because I invited her to come with us. I don't know if you remember. She said it like scared her, and I was like,
yes.
"Why?"
Oh,
and she
yeah.
was like, "Well, first off," she said the same thing basically what Allie said. She said, countrymen are there." I said, "I guess that's fair." But also, like, that place is kind of strict and cracks
Yeah.
down on a lot of things because I don't know if you noticed, but there was a lot of people with like red shirts with Coyote Joe's and there was
Yeah.
staff. If they see you do anything with that, like, they will immediately
See,
kick
but
you
I
out.
kind of like that though, because I didn't want just a bunch of weird stuff happening.
Yeah.
But
so
like, what like could happen?
a bunch of alcoholics in a room together.
Yeah.
Clothes are coming off, Camila. If there's no red shirts there.
but like underage
Not
drinking
even-
is a big thing there.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Because like I don't know if
No.
you noticed if you went to the bathroom there, but there's just like a guy sitting there the whole time in the bathroom.
No, I didn't go to the bathroom the whole night.
Well,
Oh,
I'm
really?
not- wait, why do they have that? Because they have that in the girls too.
For whenever if people are underage, they give drinks to go in there and drink and then leave. That's what people do.
There, or
Oh.
maybe something with safety too. If
It's
somebody's
both.
just very bad
Yeah.
off in there.
No, it's both. Because when I went to the bathroom, I immediately knew that. Because granted, the guy that was in my bathroom, he was really really nice. Because he
you talking to him? When
no,
you
I
go-
was. I forgot his name. He told me his name at some point, but I forgot. Because I would finish going to the bathroom. I would walk up to the not bathroom sink. He would give me like
Yeah,
soap in my
soap.
hand. Then I would wash my hands. He would hand me a towel, like paper towels,
Yeah.
and then he would follow
It
up.
was
with,
a whole experience. Or
Yeah.
you could get lotion
and
on your
then
hands.
and then he followed up with giving me a Jolly Rancher. So I was like, great night in the
that's
bathroom.
nice.
Homeboy was
I've never wanted to go to the bathroom somewhere
I
so
think,
bad.
like,
no,
guys-
but you know what? I gave him a 50-cent tip because that's the only coins I had.
50 cents. You tip the bathroom guy.
Yeah, he has a tip box.
That's
He
hilarious.
has a tip
cute.
box. So I was like, I'm gonna get. I asked him, how'd you get this job tonight? He said, I've had this job for like 8 years. And I said, do you enjoy it? He says, yeah, I meet some crazy, interesting people here.
Yeah. I'm
I
sure
said,
you would.
did you want the bathroom to be the best place to do it? He said, it doesn't matter to me. I just stay here all night. I said, that's fair.
You know what's crazy though? You guys might have. I didn't really see that many people that were just like gone, like completely
Yeah,
wasted.
I didn't either.
I
Most of
saw
them were-
maybe one girl that was kind of like stumbling a little bit. Okay, two. Meg was one of them.
I think it's because of the.
Meg was out of it, but we
I
can't
think
say
it was
things like
because
that.
of the line dancing and all the things that you had to do or that you could do there that it kept everyone kind of in check.
Well, that was my like fear with it, was I thought there was just gonna be hella people that were like
Yeah.
that, but I only, like I said, I saw maybe one person.
I'm gonna be honest. The people that you usually see are like that. We weren't in those areas. So like one of the areas. So you guys know how big that place was, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So next to the stage, if you guys are like looking towards the stage, there's a stairs on the left of the stage that you can go upstairs. Between the stage and the stairs is the outside area. That's where everyone that's super drunk goes to.
Is that also the smoking area?
That's a smoking area too. So like the reason why people go out there a lot is because most of the time the super drunks are like super duper hot, so they go outside for like air to breathe. I see people like sitting down, laying down on the ground because they could not get up. I saw people get carried out there before too. It's bad.
That's crazy. I didn't
did
see
get
any of
hot in
that
there.
last night. So
I mean, we didn't go through those areas because I wasn't really hot enough to go out there. At one point I was, but I didn't go out there.
I
either.
disagree.
W Riz.
Go anywhere you want.
Alright, bro.
I feel like I was gonna say something else about it though.
I was gonna say something about the bathroom experience too.
Oh yeah, go for it.
That I think like girls have such a different experience in the bathroom than guys do.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because when I went in there last night, all the girls were like, drunk, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, you're so pretty." And
You
like,
did tell me that because when
uh-huh.
when I went to the bathroom, because we went at the same time, I waited for you to come out. The first thing you said when you came out, you said, "All the girls are so nice."
Yeah.
Like, they complimented me, and I was like, "Really?" Like I was just talking to the guy that was sitting by the
Yeah.
sink.
Because like they're doing their like touch ups in the mirror and all that, and I just think it's fun that it's a different experience than what y'all have.
Is that okay? But okay, let me ask: is that a universal experience, or
I
is that
think so. I mean, at
okay.
least like at bars and like places where girls are drunk. Yeah.
okay?
I think that's funny though, because that's not just in bathroom lingo. That's just kind of a female thing in general.
That is, yeah.
Because just out on the floor, they'd be like, "Oh my god, that top is so good on you." And whatever.
Yeah,
And
where'd you get
guys
that top?
are just so.
Where'd you get that
Oh,
top?
I did that
I
too.
love that top you wearing.
Yeah,
Guys
I
are
did
like,
that to
"How's that
Kayla
beer going?"
yesterday.
Yeah.
You want to play pool?
I notice that all the time. It's just always so funny to me. Just complete strangers, because that's the duality of it. Like you guys, be like, "Oh my god, that's so cute," but if she like bump you, like, just
Yeah.
like hate her the rest of the night.
Don't touch my man's like type shit all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like
Meanwhile, I can take like an elbow to the eye and be like, "Oh, you good, bro?"
That's like the
No.
backhandedness of it.
I don't know if you know.
Terrible.
Oh, you weren't there. So like when I told you there was a song I was playing, it was Church Clap, and then I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go dance this song." I handed you all the stuff. I walked out and I was like dancing with like 3 of the guys. I didn't know any of them. I said,
Oh,
"Okay,
yeah.
oh yeah." You're trying to learn to dance at the
Yes,
same time,
yes.
but like I knew the dance from work, so I was like looking at the guys. I was like, "Okay, right, left, right, left, right," and then they were like, "Yeah, let's go, let's go." Didn't know any of their names, but
That's the thing, man. Guys' best friends are people that they're never gonna see again. in their life.
exactly, bro.
Y'all just hype. We just hype each other up. That's it. I mean, you guys do too, but it's in a different.
Y'all hype
So,
each other up
yeah.
in like a.
Validation way.
Yeah, like a validation self-worth way. We hype each other just to like get lit. Yeah, that shit was fire. Do it again type shit.
Do a flip.
So,
I'm gonna corkscrew off the stage. Yo.
okay. Yeah.
We just don't give good advice.
Dude, we're so bad. That's why men are going to live shorter lives than women.
I believe it.
That's literally, I mean,
But
that
we
is-
had a lot of
that's
fun,
scientifically
at least
proven.
in the process.
Girls have fun too,
YOLO.
Yeah.
just in different ways.
Okay, random question. I only hear this from other women because they tell me about this.
Well, you talk to women. Never mind. No, you're afraid of them.
I am. I'm scared of women.
Okay.
That doesn't mean they don't talk to me.
Female phobia.
Like when they talk to me, this is me the whole time, basically. So do women like this? No, this is not
I'm
bad.
scared.
Dude, no. I
So,
feel like,
when you guys do this-
chill. No. Because I see like a lot of women get like in fights with each other, like very
Physical
No,
fights?
no, like
Oh.
they get like fights about something not small, but
Like petty stuff.
yeah, like
Uh-huh.
way not easier. I don't know if that's the right word to say. More often, I'll say that than like men, because like me and Cole would have something going on between each other, but then we were like, hey, you want to go to cookout? You'd be like, okay, let's go. Like, without a doubt, everything's over.
That
But
reminds me of like a New Girl episode. Wait, do you watch New Girl?
Ethan does.
You don't watch New Girl, do you?
I mean, ow, for you to make that assumption.
I'm saying because you didn't say anything.
We pointed at him.
Oh, well, do you watch New Girl?
No.
Okay. There we go.
No, my sister's been urging me to watch it, but I just...
Okay.
Ethan's been telling me to watch it too.
Well, basically, like, the episode was about, like, the two guys, like, being, like, they had beef over something. We're just like, oh, you're good, bro. Like, you know, like, you're fine.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. But then, like, girls, like, either just don't talk about it and don't talk to each other or, like, talk about it and then it brings, like, a bunch of other stuff up.
Yeah, but, like, will you guys eventually, like, talk about it and, like, sort things out? Or are you guys just never going to talk about it?
It kind of depends on, like, the friendship. Like, I mean, I've had
That's
a couple of those and it's, like, you either... don't talk about it for like a couple months and don't talk to them or see them, and then you finally like, hey, sorry, like, you know, try to like make amends, and then you're like on good terms, but
is it like actual good terms or no?
Yeah, I think it's like actual good terms, but you just don't hang out as much anymore because you've like had that. And like,
that's so interesting because like I couldn't do that. If like there's that's basically like not addressing the elephant in the room. Like there's a giant elephant in the room and you're just like, all right.
Yeah, and then you eventually address it, and then it's just like so many things have changed. Like our friendship can't ever go back to like how it was before.
Like if we don't talk to each other, it's like, oh, bro, that was a misconception. All right, let's go get some food.
Literally, that's literally what happened to us before though.
But the other way around, it's like, oh, we read that wrong. I'm still mad at you. Just don't talk to each other.
But that's super interesting because like you told me about some fights before, and then like I've had other people tell me of fights before, and then like whenever you guys ask me like what to do, I'm just like, I mean, talk about it with them, and I'm just because I don't know what else to do other than like talk to them, and you're like, no, because like it's too soon, and I'm like,
yeah, because sometimes they're just like, I think like girls are just like more emotional on
and
like,
I
a
get
certain
that.
level,
Yeah,
like they are fine. I don't know, like I just feel like guys aren't like as okay with fighting as girls are.
As okay with fighting?
Like they're like okay with like having it happen and then like eventually maybe figuring it out. But I feel like guys are sometimes just like, oh, like I don't even like need to bother talking about it. We can just like make amends and move on.
Oh,
like what you were saying.
I kind of agree. Yeah, that's pretty much honestly on the spot, honestly. Because like if I scuff your shoe, you'd be mad for it by a day, and next day I'd be like, hey, let's go get some cookout. You driving? Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Exactly. Yep. So I just feel like girls are just a bit more petty.
What?
It's funny you say that.
I just think that girls are okay with getting like more agitated more easily.
That's why women scare me sometimes, bro. I feel like one wrong step and I'm fucked. One wrong step, I'm gonna get slapped. Ask Allie. You know how many times she's punched me?
That's Allie.
She's a violent person. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Sometimes you didn't see that side of her.
Well, she's intimidating, so I believe it.
Did she intimidate you?
Well, no, not like intimidating like that, but like I can believe what you're saying, like based off of that. Like she looks like a strong, powerful woman. I respect it.
Yeah, she's more scary. Like the way she hurts
like
me.
I can tell if she gets mad, she'll be like mad.
Oh, tell me about it. I think it was like Thursday night. She got mad at me because I was late by like a minute.
She's one of those people. Somebody at work is like this too. That's like Unikitty from Lego Movie. You guys know?
Yeah, I know I know what you're talking about.
Have you seen the Lego Movie?
I have.
Do you remember who that is?
What did you just say?
Unikitty?
Unikitty.
Yeah, like the cat that would get like angry or whatever.
Yeah.
She's like, Thomas, take this shot. I'm gonna puncture your lung.
That's pretty much Allie. Like that's spot on. Yeah. Allie's like, if you punch me in the face again, I'm gonna punch you in the gut, and then we're gonna go get some breakfast afterwards. And I'm like, I'm scared. I don't know what to do. Yeah. What are you paying?
Yeah, Allie does make her way into these episodes now more frequently, doesn't she?
That's all because of you. That one time you messed up.
I brought her up once because I'm still apologizing.
Yeah, but she's just intimidating.
But I think last night kind of made up for it because we all had a good time. So.
Oh, she's fun to be with, like, outside of a non-stressful environment. Because, like, last night we were late and she didn't care.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't know.
She
about
didn't
that.
care as much. Like when I tell you on Thursday, her head was steaming. I felt the beaming in the back of my head. I was like so scared. I was like, I'm sorry. And she was like, well, okay. The whole game, the whole basketball game, I just knew she was angry at me. I'm just sitting there like, because I was sitting right behind her. So I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I'm so scared. Just got to make it through. And then, yeah, we were fine after.
There's like genuine credence behind your like fear of women. I feel like
Oh,
you have
she's a
evidence to
definition of
support
I'm
your
scared of women.
hypothesis.
She's a definition of I'm scared of women. Like, one wrong step in the face.
Well,
Wow.
Godspeed, brother. I don't know how to counsel you
Sorry,
on
I
that,
don't know.
but
Oh, there's no counseling her and me.
okay.
Okay.
Are
Are we getting to the topic now?
Sure. Go ahead and introduce it, partner.
So the topic that I thought of.
Now you get to talk a lot. Are you so excited?
So excited.
So excited.
I mean, I feel like you've been talking a lot too.
Yeah.
So,
Just from the bathroom, because
so the topic I chose earlier, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, but
Me?
huh?
I can tell you if you're wrong.
I mean, both of you guys,
Oh.
either
Oh,
or.
okay.
Is motivation, and the reason why I chose that for you is because what do you do on a regular day basis when you're not like? What do you do on a normal day basis every single damn day, basically?
Study.
You study all the damn time. And that's a great thing because like that's why you have great grades.
Oh boy.
At least I think you do. At least you tell me. And you look at me as if I'm wrong. I don't know if that's true, but
No. I mean, like, it's like an academic validation thing for myself.
I mean, it's very true because like you got 2 A's this week from your exams and you were nervous about it. I can understand why one of them you were nervous for.
Yeah.
I wasn't nervous for you at all because I knew you're gonna like pass them. And you texted me, yeah, I passed both of them, and I'm like, I knew it. I had no worries. But she's studying and doing homework all the time, every day, all day. I don't know how you get motivation from it. I know sometimes you don't. Like today was the best example.
Today was a bad day.
Today was an example of not having motivation. But granted, you're also at my place with my bed, and you
well, I
want to watch
think
this.
knowing that it was due at 11:59 tonight was like my motivation to like actually have to grind it out.
Yeah, and you did it in 30 minutes too. So,
To get it done.
but do you have? So my question is, how do you stay motivated to do homework? Because I tap out a homework assignment that takes 30, 40 minutes at like 5 minutes.
Let's see. Okay, well, I mean, I do think it like really just depends. Like, I think motivation can go with like everything, like not just like what I'm like studying currently. But I think like if you like for me this year, like I know that I don't know. So this year I created a vision board. I don't know if y'all have ever like done that before. So basically, like, you just, like, find, like, things that, like, where you want to see yourself at the end of the year and, like, print out pictures that, like, help you, like, envision, like, your goals. It's, like, actually, like, there's psychology behind it. Why are you shaking your head?
I want you to finish your story, and I'll explain why I'm shaking my head.
Okay. Like, there's psychology behind, like, actually, like, making those affirmations like come to life kind of. And I hate that I feel like I'm being judged right now.
He's looking at you like, what the hell? I'm looking at you because I'm listening.
And I mean, like, there is psychology behind like doing that, and I guess my cousin did it, and he's like now working with like videoing like Olympic teams and doing stuff
That's
like
cool.
that.
I didn't know that.
And he lives in Singapore and like is very like successful, and he like started doing that and like has found success through that. So I did that for this year and like kind of envisioned where like I want to be at the end of this year, and like more even futuristic than that, like at the end of college, and what I want like my first job to look like and stuff like that.
Do you think it's worked so far?
Well, it's a month in.
Oh, you literally
like,
just started it. Okay.
Yeah, like it was for like 2023.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was like the school semester.
No. But I mean, it's working so far in school. Yeah,
That's
but
good.
it's like for every aspect of your life, like not just school. Like
So what other aspects of it do you have for your vision board?
like lifestyle and like eating habits and stuff like that is like important even for like college students.
Oh, for
'Cause
sure.
we eat a lot of fast food.
Ask him about it.
Yeah. And then like
How's that nutrition going, buddy?
Yep. It's
Yeah.
going good. It's hard to stay motivated.
yeah.
But yeah,
And then
please continue.
But then if you like think about what you want to look like with, I guess, is eating more calories, like kind of like where you want to like see yourself like
Mhm.
looking. Yeah. It's like envisioning that and like desiring that like helps you to like move forward with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Besides Cole's thing. Oh yeah, with working out too and like finding new hobbies and stuff like that. And like mental health is like big on there too, cuz like you can get wrapped up in school and stuff and like not actually take time to like process the things that are going on like in your mind and stuff like that. So I think it's helped. I mean, just for the first month, like I've been able to like do more stuff like like during my alone time that like has helped me with that. But staying motivated is like kind of like a mind game almost. Like it's all like it can like you can get like mental blocks and stuff like that like make you not want to do things some days and then some other days you're more motivated than others and not letting like the bad days like make you stop completely.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a good answer.
Because sometimes you just gotta stick through it.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I completely agree. I mean, that's what you did on Saturday. Yesterday, when we went to do legs, you kept up with me the whole time, which I was very proud.
You gotta stick through it, yeah. It's not gonna be fun.
Oh, it's never fun. Leg days is never fun. You might like leg day. I don't.
Oh, I love it.
Can't relate.
No, I hate leg day.
So are you gonna tell me why you're shaking your head now?
No.
What?
It's not in disagreement. It's in like, God, that's positive. Because Cam said something very similar, which was also kind of what was making me laugh a little bit because help me out. She said something like it was her scheduling. So she has a written schedule and she has a phone schedule. She has alerts for stuff that she's doing each day
She
and
has
everything.
like a whiteboard schedule too.
Yeah, like she has a schedule to remind her to make a schedule, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Okay.
And like when you were talking about that, it just reminded me of that and somewhat how you guys are similar in that way. But it's also, I've heard too about the whole kind of manifest your goal and it'll kind of come true kind of thing, which like that's why I was smiling.
Partially, yeah. I mean, like not even manifesting, but like also like knowing that you can't just like say that and then be like, okay, like I can do whatever I want now.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's why I was smiling because you were just talking about like shut up and do it basically, which because I get caught up a lot too. You know this, but don't add on to it. About like I say I'm gonna do this, but I just like no, I'm not going to. But it sounds a lot like it's been.
Well, yeah, there are plenty of days that are like that. I mean, that it just like.
I have a month track record. Months track.
Hey, but I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. You done really good this week, honestly. At least
Yeah. I feel like the past probably like 2 weeks or so. Last week I think was more transitioning into actually doing it, and then.
Well,
now,
this week you implemented like your program now, like your workout program.
Yeah, which I'm still paying.
Does it still hurt? Do you still have? Like,
Yes.
Really?
It hurts very badly.
Now you know how I felt yesterday when I was in line for Coyote Joe's. That was so bad.
And then the bowl, and you're like, you just fell.
I let go of the bowl because I know it was gonna start cramping. Because I felt it like emerging, and I was like, no, I can't do this right now.
You need to eat more bananas then.
I did. You saw me eat a banana early today, and I ate one yesterday too. And you would think that would help, but
I would think that would help.
the only thing that helps me is in the bathroom. That's it. Okay, that's very TMI. Sorry, y'all.
Anyway, no, it's just funny. Like I say this all the time, which is why I liked creating this in the first place, because we get to talk about stuff like that, where I just get an outside. I have a certain way that I do things, and other people have a way that they do things. So
Right.
there'll be days where I still go mom and dad, so don't be like worried. But I'll wake up 30 minutes before class, and I'm just like, and I take a shower really quickly, toss like a crouton in my mouth, and then just run to class. Meanwhile, Camila wakes up. She's like, I'm only awake 2 hours before class, not 3. So,
Well, she only has classes 2 days a week, so
That's true. But I mean, even last semester, like, I mean, I have to already get up early to like have to drive 40 minutes to school.
That's true.
that's what I'm saying. So you have that
So,
added,
like-
you already have to be up early anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So like I know that I have to leave at 7:10 to make my 8 a.m.s.
Yeah.
And it's like, if that's every day, like, sometimes I'm like waking up to like study before exams too.
Oh, so you wake up like 2 hours earlier, maybe like.
Yeah, like 4:45 or 5.
Yeah, I get texts from you sometimes at like 7:30 a.m. and I'm like, I'm still asleep. Just don't expect it.
Wait,
Like,
4:45 in the morning?
Yeah.
what?
Like if I have exams, like I want to like study and like be able to be like mentally.
You're gonna study for 4
prepared.
hours, 3 hours beforehand?
Yeah, I just get like stressed and then like I let that like consume my mind.
I mean, that's not a bad thing because in that sense, that's helping you. I guess like the
It really
stress,
doesn't-
yes, is consuming
Well, that was
you.
last semester. This semester, I've taken a lot like
A better approach to it.
Yeah, like actually going to sleep at like 9:30 and then not waking up super early.
I mean, you still
And
wake
like
up early
taking the
even
day
then.
before the exam to not like cram.
Yeah, that's good. Well, I mean, you still wake up like hella early regardless because like yesterday you woke up at like 7:30
That's true.
and I was still passed out.
I just like I don't know if this is a guy thing, but I feel like guys sleep so late.
No, that is definitely a guy
What do you
thing.
mean?
I don't know.
Like
I
sleep
mean, there
in
We
late?
wake up late?
They like sleep in so late.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
wake up late. Maybe I said that.
Well, it depends on the person. Like, it probably
Like-
is just a guy thing.
because I know like every guy that like I've ever met sleeps in late.
Well, how late? What is late to you?
Late to me is like 10:30 or 11.
Okay, so
Well,
Is that late? Is that
that's early for me sometimes.
okay?
So like,
I meant late, like I don't know, like you think about like your day in like.
so
Or I think about my day in like 3 segments, not like including sleep.
So I think of my day based off my schedule. So that's how I know if it's late or not. So like, let's say for me, if I have a class at 2:00, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I wake up at 1:00, that's late because it's an hour before class. If I wake up at 12:00,
How
that's
do you even sleep
late.
in that late?
I go to bed late.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
the algorithm does not work. Because even if I go to bed late, I'm still waking
Yeah,
up
we went to bed at like 5. Well, I went to bed at 5 a.m. You went to bed at 4 a.m. and still woke up at 9 this morning. Because I woke up to a text in my closet saying,
wait a minute.
I don't know.
Okay.
I woke up to a text in my closet without saying, it was like, thank you, good morning, where are you awake? And I just texted.
Thank you.
I sent her something last night.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then,
Thank you. Good morning.
Thank
How are
you.
you?
Good morning.
and then I said, unfortunately, yes. And then she said, okay, where are you? And then,
Well, he was nowhere to be found. Like, literally nowhere to be
and
found.
then I texted her playing hide and seek, and she said, please don't tell me you're in the closet. And then I said, no. And I said, maybe. And she said, Thomas. And I was like, hi. Yeah.
I was so confused why he was in the closet.
Can I explain why I slept in the closet first? I explained it to you, but I'll explain it to you.
I kind of don't want you to know because it's just funny to me. But yeah. go
Okay,
ahead.
so I told you I went to bed late last night. What time do you think? I went to bed at 5 a.m., okay? So sunrise is at 7:30. That's only 2.5 hours of sleep, right?
You don't
Can
want
you
the
not
sun-
sleep with like light in your room?
I can, usually if I'm like deep sleep,
Oh,
but
like
I
you're
wasn't.
already asleep.
Yeah, but I wasn't in deep sleep. So like I was kind of like still like on and off sleep. I was passed out, but I saw the sunlight and it was beaming in my eyes. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't fall back asleep. So I got up and I was like, I'll just sleep in my closet, I guess. So like shut the door, in my closet. It was so nice. Like, it was so dark. Granted, it wasn't super comfortable. Like, it was fine. I was
Did
manageable.
not look comfortable. That
You didn't
closet-
see what I looked like when I was in
it's
there.
small. I wouldn't be comfortable in there.
Not if you slept the way I slept. I had like my pillows and
Were you
stuff.
sleeping on something?
He said he was in a fetal position.
Yeah.
That does not sound
It wasn't.
comfortable.
It wasn't
to me.
fully fetal.
Okay.
It wasn't fully fetal. It was like more like this. Like
That just my legs.
I
would just-
I promise you is well you have longer legs than me, so
That's true.
yeah. My body was very comfy. I'll tell you that. Just because I was laying on like 2 pillows and then some other stuff and
Well, I feel like that's also not an issue for you because those memes where it's, oh, bro, I don't have a blanket, and he has like a couch pulled over him or
Yep.
something like that. That's literally you.
well, but you also know I fall asleep basically to anything.
That's what I was saying. You
Yeah.
you literally just go plant yourself, and you're not moving. Like I've had to share like air mattresses and stuff with him before.
You have?
Yes.
When?
Remember Tegan's like years ago?
Oh, I do.
Well,
remember
first of
that.
all, you sprawl,
I
which
do
is a very
sprawl.
bad problem because
I've gotten a
I'm
lot
on
better.
the end of the
Look,
mattress.
I've
like
gotten
this.
a lot
he's-
better about
he
it.
was better.
Yeah, you can ask her. I've gotten
I
a lot
mean,
better about it.
I
Especially
feel like I wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah. If
Well,
I'm-
that's why I wanted to be on the wall.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you sprawl or what?
No, I wanted to be on the wall so that like.
I mean,
could,
against
like-
the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the wall
On
side.
the wall. Yeah, on the wall side.
Teach me this.
Wait,
I wanted to be on the wall side so that like I could be like up next to the wall enough to like not take over the whole bed.
oh, it's
Yeah.
fine. Like I didn't care.
Do you sprawl?
She doesn't. She
I-
kind of does.
yeah.
She's not a lot. She moves a lot, but I move
Yeah.
a lot too. Cause like I would move and then I see a hand like this on my face and I'm like okay, and then I move it and then I go back over here and then she would turn the other way, and then I would wake up again. Her foot would be like here and something like that. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah. I move way too much. Like
But it's
I will
not a-
never wake up in the same position that I fall asleep.
Oh, neither.
And some
neither
people
will I.
are like that. I don't
no,
know
I
how.
can't. I
but-
can't do that either.
not
Yeah,
me.
I don't either.
I don't do that either.
There's only one time I can think of where that happened. I was just really this was years ago. I was really upset, and I literally fell asleep like this.
I can imagine you being
You're talking about on a seat
On
or like
my-
in bed?
Huh?
In bed or on your seat?
in bed.
Or like in a seat, I meant to say.
No, like on my back, which I don't sleep on my back.
Oh.
And I think I had my legs crossed and my arms, and I was like this because I was mad about something. And I
You
woke
had
up
your
in the
legs
same.
crossed and you were laying down.
I don't think my legs were crossed. My arms were
Oh,
crossed.
your arms.
But I
were crossed,
woke
okay.
up in the same position, and I was like, "What?" And my mom was like, "Yeah, I came in to check on you, like again, it was years ago." But she's like, "I came in to check on you. You were just like pissed, just laying down." And I was like, "Yeah, I guess I was really angry." But I miss those days where I could actually go like a full night of sleeping, and I don't wake up like 9 times. I've been sleeping horribly recently. So.
You want some melatonin? I got you.
Nah, I'm alright. Just let it happen, I guess.
Well, speaking of sleep, Thomas asked me the other night, do you remember your dreams?
I actually did this morning, didn't I?
That
What did I
was
ask you this morning?
yesterday.
Was that yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, that was yesterday.
So you don't remember thoughts throughout the day?
No.
Not just dreams. What like passage of time are we talking about? Like
Any- like-
immediately, or
Like,
if
do
later
you-
in the day I could
do
be
you
like, oh,
recall like what you dreamt about last? Like, if you did have a dream, or I mean, you do.
You recall your dreams often.
only the like really impactful ones, I think. Because I mean, we've talked about this. You don't know this, but
Yeah, me
I'll
and you
have
have talked
dreams that are like subliminal messages. I don't know if I use that word correctly, but they're just things that my brain is telling me like get it together, and then I'll wake up and I'll remember that. But if it's like I was buck nude in an IHOP or something, I don't remember those dreams. I
You
don't
know
know
what's
why
funny?
that's the example that I chose. but-
It's funny that you bring that up because I actually had a dream last night that I like somewhat remember, and like I mean it wasn't that deep. But it
You're
wasn't. It was,
reaching for that straw cheese.
but yeah, I had a dream last night that like
I didn't want to touch that.
Touch
touch what?
This. I
You
didn't
can
know-
move it out of the way.
Well, I
just-
didn't know this was gonna make a sound if I.
No,
like-
you could just.
Oh.
Well, now you have to continue to drink it like that because that was hilarious.
But yeah, like my dreams, I don't remember my dreams that often, but you're right. I kind of stop laughing. I agree. Yeah, only the impactful ones I really remember too. Because like last night was like the one I had last night was like kind of impactful, but like for no reason. So I don't know.
Okay.
I'll go
There's
into
a weird
it
way of
later.
describing that, but all right.
I'll go into it later. I don't know why I had that dream, but yeah, because you told me you don't really remember your dreams, right? That much.
Not really. Well, I was explaining to Thomas like how like I not fall asleep, but if I do
Oh, yeah,
dream
yeah.
what I remember, like how I remember it. Do you like go to sleep like thinking of like something that you want to dream about?
I don't know. You could press that in. No. It's more like I said. It's more. If something's really bothering me, I won't
Yeah.
be thinking about it as I go to sleep, but I'll like dream about it. But it's
Okay.
not something that like before I go to bed, I'm like, ooh, I want to be rich, and then I just dream about money or something. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that doesn't. Really
Or
happen.
like I like replay like past memories or like no, okay.
My
No,
brain's
I'm on the
weird.
same with Cole. Like if something's bothering me or like it's on my mind and I fall asleep thinking about it, I usually have like a, what is it called? Like a personification version of it in my brain. I experience it, which is like very wild because I've had ones like that dream journal I showed you. One of them was like one of those dreams, and I had. It was really awkward. I had a dream about Afton in it. I can tell you about it later. It was really, really weird. I'm not gonna lie.
She's like,
You were on one of mine too, like a while ago. It was a long time ago. I think I told you about it. It was the one with the Xbox thing. Do you remember? You don't remember that dream?
Nope.
Okay.
I can't remember my dreams. I sure don't remember yours.
I swear I told you about it.
Even if I made a guest appearance.
No, I swear I told you about it because it
You
was
probably did, but I just don't remember.
because it was when like it was around Christmas time and my mom was like, "I'm gonna get you an Xbox," and then something happened, and then you were like, "Did you get an Xbox?" And I said, "Yeah," and then you were like, "Awesome," and then you stole my Xbox or something. I don't remember. I have to look
What?
I have to look at my phone.
Why am I a klepto in your dream?
I don't know. I don't remember exactly what happened. I just remember it was something related to the Xbox because this was back in high school. Like that had this dream.
I take your word for it.
So
There's just a clear difference of like in mine, you could be there and be like, man, it's gonna be okay, and then in yours, I'm like, give me
well,
that shit.
okay. Look, like I said, I have like wild dreams sometimes that just are super random. Like, because you asked me yesterday if I ever had a lucid dream before, and I said yeah. I only had one ever lucid dream when I was 14, and I could tell you about that. Yeah, I could tell you about that dream anytime, any day of the week, because I was 14, so I didn't really know what to do with lucid dreaming. Because not only did I had a lucid dream, I also had an astral projection too. I don't know if you know what that is. Astral projection is where you're conscious of yourself and like a spiritual version of yourself projects outside. Because this was literally
So you saw two of yourself.
no, I saw myself.
Right.
Yeah, but like an outside perspective. Like if I was Cole, but I'm looking at myself.
But isn't lucid dreaming when like you're in your dream?
Yeah, so that's what happened. So I
Then
had
how is it? Isn't that like contradicting of?
I had an astral projection before I started lucid dreaming.
Oh, I see. Okay,
Yeah,
I
it was like
gonna-
it was
I
a
gonna say
roll of
how
events.
both-
I don't know how this happened, but because this is what my mindset was happening. I said I was dreaming in my dream or something. Like I remember I was like, "Oh, I'm dreaming, like I'm sleeping or something," right? So I woke up and I was like, "All right, I'm going to go to the bathroom." But I couldn't move my body. Like I was like, "Why can't I move?" I thought I was paralyzed or something. I was like genuinely scared, and then
It's a valid conclusion.
what happened was I couldn't move, and then like slowly I just like moved out my body and saw myself sleeping because I was like this, and I saw my hands and feet, but I wasn't moving, and then moved out, and then I was like, oh shit, I'm dreaming, and then I was like, okay, this is cool, let's see what we can do, and then that's when I lucid dream some stupid shit. Cause
See what I mean?
what?
He's just shit.
Oh yeah.
Get the ball rolling.
Well, do you know what my first idea was to lucid dream was?
Shit. What?
Work.
Gross.
I know.
What a waste of a.
I know, dude. I was 14.
And you're just like, dang it.
No, I was 14, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to work. I appeared in a mattress in the back room of work. Went to work.
Not built like that in your dreams, I guess.
If I was able to lucid dream now, there would be so many things I would dream of. getting A's in like my assignments and getting
To
money.
each their own. To each their own.
Yeah.
What would
To
yours
each
be?
their own.
What would you want yours to be?
Yeah.
about?
If you
To
lucid dream,
each
what would
their
you
own.
lucid dream, huh?
What would
Free
I lucid
time?
dream?
Honestly, non-soggy waffles,
Probably
non-soggy fries.
traveling, like envisioning myself somewhere else.
Well, you travel a lot, anyways.
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if I ever will be able to.
I feel like you will one day.
We like lucid dream.
Mhm.
I mean, you can't really help it, right?
Right, but like
Unless you're doing what you're talking about. You're like, I'm gonna lucid dream today. You just go to
Okay,
sleep.
you know there's actually like.
Can you
so-
imagine if that's how that works?
Well, did you actually know there's like research that you can do
well, I
that?
think if like you're on like psychedelics, maybe.
There's like a natural way that you can like increase getting lucid dreams or something. There's like there's a whole YouTube video. I watched it one time because I wanted to lucid dream again, and then he like explained it, and I was like, I'm not doing that. That's so much of a process.
I've come close, I think, a couple times. Like I've been on the cusp, and then as soon as I realize I'm in a dream, they like pull the plug on me. And they're like, "Oh, wake up!" And I wake up like, "Damn it, I was right there." But yeah,
Because like lucid dreaming is like when you're in your deepest sleep ever. Like it's like REM.
that explains it.
REM,
Now
but
I know where
deeper
I'm
than
going
REM.
wrong.
Yeah. You have to be in like REM sleep, like the deepest sleep cycle to
Oh,
like lucid dream.
Yeah.
Because like
That makes
I
sense.
guess I had the best sleep of my life when I was 14 to lucid dream. I guess.
Simpler
You're worried
times.
about
Yeah.
Simple
Can't do that anymore.
There was I heard this on Joe Rogan's podcast the other day because he had some sleep expert. Why are you laughing?
because
I learned from other people.
Joe Rogan.
We had some sleep expert or something on there. So, how much sleep do you get in a night, like on average?
I would say like at least 8 hours.
Oh, I thought you got less than that
Yeah.
because you wake up at like 4:00.
What?
But that's not when she says she
No,
studies for
that's on
tests.
That's on exam days.
Oh,
But on exam days, I also, I'll go to bed late. But no, like I at least 8, and my like phone will like track it. So at least 8.
okay. Well, the reference I was gonna make doesn't apply because I thought you were saying, yeah, I get like 3 hours of sleep.
It'll apply to me.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely not. If I got 3 hours of sleep, I would not be able to function.
You got 4 today.
Oh, well, I am functioning, so I don't know. Today's just a different day.
Yeah.
Well, the dude said that people that get like 6 hours of sleep and they're like, oh, I'm fine. They're basically like lying because there's some decrease in your productivity or something. You just might not realize
I
it.
believe it, yeah.
Because it's 8 is like the recommended, right? Like that's what you're supposed to get. But yeah, he was like, yeah, people that get 6 hours or less and they say that they don't notice any decrease in productivity or like cognitive function are lying basically. Because that's, he said the percentage of Americans that are able to get 6 hours of sleep and function properly is 0.
Really?
So I thought
But
it was
you
pretty
also
interesting.
can't like monitor that like on yourself because like you wouldn't want to like let yourself believe that you are being unproductive.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's not something that you're able to notice.
Right,
It might
yeah,
just be
yeah.
other people are like, you kind of being a little slow today or
Yeah.
something. So
Do you think people that get like regularly 6 hours of sleep are just so accustomed to like their quote unquote unproductiveness that they think it's normal?
well, so my grandfather, I think when he delivered papers, he's retired from that now, but it couldn't have been but like 3 hours of sleep every night.
Oh,
How?
no.
And I'll wake up. See, because that's one of those things I think of like subconsciously. I'll wake up after getting 6 or 7. I'm like, man, I'm so tired. I'm like, okay, but Pop-Up can do this on 2 and go a full like 18-hour day and be fine. So, but
Bro, I'd still feel tired after like a 12-hour like sleep.
well, that you're just breaking stuff in your mind at that
What
point.
do you mean?
Because if you get there is a certain thing as too much.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. See? It says my average time is 9 hours.
You track it.
Yeah.
How do you do
Because
that?
you have
no,
like the sleep mode,
your
right?
Phone, like your phone tracks like when you stop using it and then when you start using it, like in the morning.
Oh.
What does that say then? Because we're just so accustomed to like going on our phone immediately when we wake up.
Yeah.
That's
I
wild.
guess that's true.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, I do.
I mean, I go on my phone to check the time normally.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Yeah, I just. Oh, I got 4 more hours.
I literally do. All right, 7 o'clock. All right, I got 7 more hours.
Well, those are the worst when you set an alarm and then you wake up an hour before the alarm and you're like, that happened to me today. Actually,
Would you rather that or wake up when the alarm like goes off?
wake up when the alarm goes off?
Yeah, like you said, when you wake up an hour before the alarm goes off.
He's
Like-
answering like he'd rather wake up to the alarm going off.
Are you saying would I rather wake up an hour before or when it was supposed to go off?
Yeah.
When it was supposed to go off.
Really?
So that's why you set the alarm in the first place.
Yeah, but if you
Yeah.
wake up an hour before, you're like, oh great, I still have an hour of sleep left. That's how I think about it when I wake up before mine.
Yeah, but sometimes it takes me a minute to fall back asleep.
Oh, if I'm like out of it, it's like straight back.
But it's also too if it's one of the nights maybe before I open or something, and I do the math in my head. I'm like, all right, if I go to bed now, I'll get 4 hours of sleep, and then I'll wake up an hour before. I'm like, oh, I only got 3 hours. Go back to sleep.
3 hours.
So yeah, it's pretty bad.
Well, if you know that you're opening, then go to bed earlier.
He couldn't
It's
really
not that
do-
easy, Camila.
Okay, tell me this. So, wait. You are an avid gamer or just like like I'm trying to like figure out like your like actual amount of gaming.
Recently, no, not really.
Okay,
He games
but
as much
like,
as I do.
Like if you're talking about screen time, I'm still on my phone a lot before I go to bed.
No,
but
not
video
that,
games,
but, like,
I don't.
I'm talking about video games.
No.
Oh,
Recently, no, not really.
Okay. Well, like, I don't know if this is like, this applies to either of y'all, but like, whenever you like, it's like starts getting late at night, do you start like trying to push yourself to like, push yourself until like the very minute where like you're like, I can't stay awake any longer because you feel like you're running
pretty
out
much,
of your day?
Yeah, like when we used to play a lot, me and him, especially when we played like back in the day, more like high school, maybe like a little sometimes now, not as much, but we would be like, all right, we're gonna play 4 more games, see how they go, but we would always lose. So we'd be like, all right, we can't end on like a bad
Well, that's
note.
the classic. One more. And then
Yeah,
3
like
hours
the one
later,
more,
you're like,
one more,
oh,
one more.
you hear the birds chirping. You're like, oh,
Do you remember
made a
that? We
mistake.
played until like 8 a.m. and then we were like, yo, we gotta go to bed. We heard the birds chirping, we saw the sunrise, and we were like, yo, we gotta go to sleep.
Yeah, no.
So like you want to like push yourself to like the very latest.
Well,
like,
that's extreme, but
But
yeah.
not like just with gaming. I'm just talking about like your day in general. Like if you've been at school all day or practice or whatever, and you're like, I haven't had any time to myself. Like I want to maximize the amount of time that like I get to have
well, for me, it's been
instead of going to sleep, because then you know that you have to do it all over the next day.
Yeah.
What
I mean,
else?
for me, it's been because I've been sleeping so horribly. I just try to get very tired in hopes that I'll just stay asleep. Because if I go to bed and I'm like kind of tired, I'm probably going to wake up again. But if I'm like exhausted, that's terrible and a very unhealthy way of looking at it. But if I go to bed, I'm exhausted. I feel like I'm more able to like stay asleep. If that makes sense.
Well, for me, it's kind of like I have a threshold on like when I fall asleep, and if I'm like really loopy while looking at my phone, and let's say I've only had like 30 minutes to myself, if I'm loopy and like if I try to go on my phone, I'll wake up more. So if I'm like loopy during that threshold, I just put my phone down and pass out because I know I'm not gonna get that like threshold of falling asleep again.
Yeah,
because
or
it's
when
kind of
you're,
rare.
Like, scrolling on TikTok and then like you realize that like you can hear it, like you know. 'cause
I've
you know
I've
that,
literally dropped the phone on my face
Yeah.
before falling asleep because I was like this, and I was just like,
yes.
and I like put it on my chest, and I was like,
You start hearing it replay the
Yep.
same sound
Yep.
over and over.
and I'm sitting here debating, should I charge my phone? I really don't want to get up. Ah, fuck it, we're not charging my phone that night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm tired now, but
It's granted also
I'm
like
still
1
functioning.
a.m.
Huh?
It's like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1:17.
It doesn't feel like it though. It feels earlier. Is that just
We're
me?
probably gonna go watch Dahmer after this, aren't we?
Yes.
That's what I thought so.
Well, they're like an hour each, aren't
They're
they?
long.
We started
we
it.
have moved through it. We've watched.
We started it
6,
last night,
5.
and we're on episode 6 now.
Yeah.
And there's 10 episodes.
What?
I told you we watched a
We've
lot.
been moving
Well, we
through it.
watched 1.5 last night because she fell asleep halfway through the second one.
I know.
I mean, I walked in and she was passed out, and then
Bro, that happened like an hour ago.
Yeah.
We're like, we'll go set up.
and then
We're gone for
this
like all
morning-
of 5 minutes.
No, literally, I was like, hello, and I just bonked my head on her foot, and I was like, hello,
On a foot.
or her.
Where were
leg
you
or
sleeping?
You should sleep on my
On the
bed.
bed.
Oh.
I just felt like doing that. I guess I don't know.
Oh, I see. I
Yeah,
completely.
but then no. This
misheard.
morning we woke up at like 9 a.m. because I was super tired, but like I wasn't like terribly tired because I was not gonna be able to fall asleep with the light. And she got up and she was like, "Oh!" She immediately grabbed her not laptop, iPad, and she was like, "All right, I got to do this assignment." And I was like, "Okay, at 9 a.m." And she was like, "Yeah, I want to finish it before I go get coffee at 3." And then I was like, "You have like what 7 hours, 8 hours to do it?" And then I was like, "Okay, you can do that." And then she was like, "Come out here and watch Dahmer with me." I'm like, "Okay, I guess
He
you
was
can."
still in the closet at this point.
Yeah, I was
Convinced him to
still in
come
the
out of
closet at this point. I was like, "Okay."
You're just talking through the door.
Yeah, I had the door
door's not
open.
even open. Come out here.
And I was like, okay. So then I turn on Dahmer, and she has her laptop on like her legs, and I just I'm watching the episode, and I did this. I turn over, the page has not been like typed at all, like
Oh,
the whole
yeah.
hour.
Well, this isn't really carrying into my like motivation, like.
Yeah, this is one of
type
those
speech.
days.
This is one of those days.
I thought
that
you were gonna
just-
say because I could totally see you being like this, where like you have the laptop out and like, you're watching it, like you're just at the same time.
Well,
Got-
normally, like if I want to watch a show, then I am like that. But this assignment is just something that I just.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's also. She was like, okay, when I tell you, she made herself comfortable, like living here basically. She made herself super comfortable. I'm over here sleeping with 2 pillows and a blanket. She got both my 2 blankets, my 4 pillows, my squishmallows and everything on her side of the bed. And I'm sitting here like, what the hell's going on? So, but yeah, she didn't type a single word. And then I was like,
Yeah,
okay, we finished the episode. Do you want to like start doing it now? She was like, play the next episode and I'll start doing it. Next episode goes over. I'm like, do you still want to do it? And I was like, she was like, what did you
I
say?
like overestimate the amount of time it's gonna take me, so I just have to like keep pushing it.
Yeah, you
until,
kept
like,
pushing
the
it.
very last.
And then we were on, at that point, I think we were on like the 4th episode. I said, all right, I got some work to do too. At that point, it was like 1 p.m. because we were watching since 9 to 1. At 1 p.m., I was like, okay, I got some work to do. Let's do this. Because that's when I made breakfast too. I'll do an assignment. You write like a page of it, and then we can go back to watching Dahmer, right? I shit you not, we didn't work for like longer than 5 minutes.
Do you have to like write papers with your major?
Yeah.
Okay, do you ever like or type out like the title page and then just leave it because you feel like you've done part of it?
No.
Or do you like
Well,
do
okay.
it all in one sitting?
Camila, you're also talking to someone that actually writes really well. He's really good at writing. And when I tell you, didn't you? Hey,
Wait, does that mean
hey,
that
chill
I'm
out.
not a good writer?
No. That's
Yeah,
not what I.
He's actually a good writer, so
He's actually dedicated.
Hey, Cole, this is what I meant
not
by
like
one
you.
wrong step, and I'm scared of women. This is the reason why. No,
we overanalyze
Point proven.
everything.
no. Look, this is what I meant.
Well, that was
okay.
Yeah, it was clearly a joke.
Let me clear this up. Number one, he can whip shit out of his ass really fast. So like, this is really weird. How long did it take you to write a 6-page paper?
Oh,
It was like 5.
5-page paper?
Well, that's where I was going. So I can't, when it comes to papers, especially if it's something that either I have to reference or just kind of like
oh yeah.
off the top of my
This is
head,
one of
I
those.
just like go right through and just like write it. Because
Okay.
writing papers to me, I know a bunch of people complain about it and like, oh, I have to write this paper, whatever. But yeah, I wrote I had to watch a movie. This is a funny story. I like this. I had to watch a movie. Have you seen Concussion with Will Smith? Came out like years ago. So I had to watch that for like a sports class, which that is like an hour and 45 minutes. So this is terrible. And I know that. But I watched the movie and wrote the paper the night before it was due. So I got
wow,
back from
okay.
class or something, took a nap,
that was my tummy.
took a nap, woke up, watched the movie, had like 3 hours to write the paper, and I wrote 5 pages in like an hour and a half.
Wow.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Like, I don't know, whenever you first get like assigned the paper, you're like, oh, I'll make the title page, so I'm like already like starting it.
That-
I do get what you're saying.
No,
though.
that I do
I
agree.
got the
That happens to
blueprint
me all
sent
the
out and
time.
everything. It's just
Yeah,
the date at the top.
exactly.
Yeah.
That happens to me all the time. I have like the MLA from
Yeah.
the APA format typed
Yeah.
out with like my name, professor, the due date.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then I'm like, all right,
Like I'm like halfway.
I'm halfway done. I got to write 7 pages.
Because that's like the easiest part, and you're like, well, I already got that part done. Like I'll just come back.
If
and
That
do the
already
rest
takes up a
later.
quarter of the page.
If
I
you
don't
look at
even
my
gotta write that
laptop and
much.
see how many saved files I have with just the heading, well, I have so many of that, and yeah, most of the time it doesn't get done.
Makes you feel somewhat productive.
Well, for me, it's just a mental note. Like I said, when I open it up, I just write everything then and there, so I can't just like start and then just leave it for another time. Yeah, I just kind of leave a mental note of everything that I want to have in the paper, and then I just.
It's kind of
write it
funny
up.
how we
Sound like a
started
good
with this.
writer.
It's kind of funny how we started with this
I
saying
try.
she was super motivated as she's telling herself that she's not motivated in writing papers.
That's really the only thing school-wise. Like, obviously, okay, if I know I have stuff I have to do, I'll do it, and I'll turn it in on time. But papers, weirdly enough, are the only thing that I'm just like, bet this is super easy. I can
See,
do it.
I'd
in like
rather
20
write a
minutes.
paper than take a test.
that I agree.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I agree.
Like,
Because I don't know, it's kind of like the SAT argument where when you take it, you forget stuff that you know. Whereas for like papers,
Yeah.
it's just comes
especially
so
like
natural.
you get like this like writer's high, like with runner's high. Like once you're like really like moving through it, it's like
Yeah.
it starts like everything starts flowing so much easier.
The only bad thing about my major is there's a lot of article reading.
Mm-hmm.
So that is where I think I do have some sort of, when you're talking about self-diagnosing my ADHD, which I haven't been tested for, but I'll just be reading an article and I'll literally read the chapter title and I'm just already like I don't want to read the rest of
Do
it.
you ever like read over a line that you've already read because you weren't actually
Several
thinking about
times,
reading
yes.
it? Yes.
Because those lines are the ones that are the most important, where I'm like, I need that information. And I'll be the fifth time, I was like, Johnny said.
You start having to read it out loud because you like aren't processing what you're actually reading.
Yeah, I do that. Like, I'll read it 3 times in my head. I'm like, I'm still not retaining this. And I'll say it out
Yeah,
loud.
Exactly.
So, no way you peed again, bro. We went over this before with Craig. He pees at the speed of light. It's ridiculous. Yeah, papers I don't mind. I'm with you on that. I'd rather write a paper any day of the week than take a test. So,
Is that what I missed?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
pretty
Okay.
much.
Is there anything else you guys want to say?
Nope. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I guess I can ask you this since it's basically your last day here. How do you like Charlotte so far? Because I know you've been to Charlotte before, but have you stayed this long before in Charlotte? So
No.
what do you
I
think?
love it. That's why I want to move here.
You do?
I do. Yeah.
Where you go to? Where do you go right now?
Anderson.
Yep, that's what I said.
What were you about to say?
I thought you were gonna say
Stick?
state. I thought you
Oh,
went to
So yeah,
state.
she doesn't live in North Carolina.
Wait, where is it?
Where's Anderson?
Oh, that's right. I
Yeah, I
forgot.
live in South
Yeah.
Carolina.
yeah. She's only like 2 hours away from here.
Only 2
Do you know where Clemson is?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like right there.
It's like
Oh.
right next to Clemson.
Yeah.
Nice. I've never heard of Anderson before. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear. Because so like I've heard of Anderson, but like what kind of school is it? Like what is it titled as?
What do you mean?
Like, what are
Isn't
they
it-
known for? Is what you're saying?
Yeah. Because aren't they like
What are they known for? It's a
aren't
great
they like
question.
correct me if I'm wrong. Aren't they like a Catholic school or no?
No.
Oh.
I mean, they are a Christian school.
Christian school.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Sorry, I didn't know if it was Catholic or
Yeah.
Christian.
Okay,
That I've
yeah.
heard.
Yes.
So.
They are known for that.
Is it like a BYU thing? Like
Kind
just the
of.
Mormon
BYU
college?
isn't BYU
Oh God, that's
Brigham Young?
Mormon.
Yeah.
Mormon? Is
Yeah. Super strict.
it? Is it really?
Have you not seen the TikToks that are like, would you rather kill a dog or drink coffee? And they're like, probably kill a dog. Have you not seen those?
You're on a different side of TikTok tonight.
What?
Kill a dog or drink coffee?
I don't know.
What's
They're
wrong with
it's
This
drinking-
is
like,
BYU related?
yes. Like
Are
they're
they not allowed to
BYU
drink coffee?
Students. They're like interviewing like students like that. Yeah.
I've seen videos from BYU, but I've never heard that.
I mean that's like just like it's like the most like
Oh,
crazy
extreme thing?
Yeah, like
Okay,
with like
yeah.
something that's like
Because like I heard they were interviewing BYU students. They're like, "What's the craziest thing you've done?"
Yes,
and they were
yeah.
like, someone said, "I walked out in flip flops on Sunday," and I was like, "What?"
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like something like that. But no, that's not how Anderson is at all. And
No,
it's
I
like-
know.
Have you ever heard of Bob Jones? Oh, okay, then never mind.
I mean, you can still tell us
Well,
about
it's just like also like very like it's also a Christian school, but it's very strict, like curfew and stuff like that.
Because
We
Anderson's
don't
like
have-
super laid back though,
Yeah,
right? Okay.
we
Because
don't have any of
I know
those.
you're like the only person I know at
Yeah.
Anderson, but I know Lucia as well.
Yeah.
And
They don't have like rules.
and considering Lucia is not the most Christian person I'd say I know, but that's just funny to me. I mean, she's really nice, but she's just when she said she went to Anderson, I was like, I did not think you went to Anderson.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, I love Charlotte. Definitely want to move here.
Wait, where are you from?
Hilton Head.
Oh.
Yeah.
So wait, what makes you want to move here?
I feel like it's like I don't know how far is Raleigh from here.
2.5.
2.5
2.5
hours. Yeah.
hours. I don't know. Like it's the perfect distance from home that it's not too close to home, but it's also not too far from where like I've been for the past 4 years, or at the end of college, the past 4 years. It's like growing city. There's like young people here.
yeah,
So
because you've lived a lot of places. I
Yeah.
forgot, you told me about that like yesterday, I think.
I
'Cause
just like want to be here for like a little while, just to, like get my feet,
get your feet a
get
little
my
wet.
feet a
Do
little
you ever
wet.
want to be like somewhere permanently or like for a prolonged period of time?
I don't know. I was talking to Kayla, right?
Yes.
Kayla, yeah. I was talking to Kayla about that. Like with my dad being in the military, I've never been somewhere for like a
makes
super
sense,
long
yeah.
time. So I'm like used to like being ready to move every 3 to 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the longest I've ever been like in a place.
I don't think I've ever talked to like I've heard about that before, but I was gonna go there. Like people are just so used to moving around that
it's like,
they're not comfortable with the idea of just staying in one place.
Well, what's the place that you like living at the most? Out of
San
all the-
Diego.
That makes sense because I know that's like where you're originally from.
Yeah,
So
definitely San Diego.
Cali.
Cali.
Zuri's from
you
San
don't like
Diego.
Japan that much though?
I just don't remember it that much.
Oh, because
like,
how old were you when you were there?
Like 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like I just don't like I don't know. Like you can remember stuff from pictures, but I don't remember like vivid memories.
See, like you and Kayla are like the one of the few people that I know that travels a lot. I've only met one person that tops anyone that I know that travels a lot. So you met Hadley, right? You remember Hadley? So on her keychain, she has like
Oh yeah, you mentioned she drove.
she has like keychain of all the countries and continents she's visited. So she visited I think 5 continents, but she's visited like 40 something countries.
Wow.
And she has like a ring for each of the countries. And it's insane because she didn't just visit it, she's lived there most of the time. She
Wow.
lived in China for
Nope.
I want to say 5 years.
I ain't with it.
I want to say 5 years. I'm not 100% sure.
How old is she?
She's I feel so bad.
She's
I should
younger
know
than
her.
us, right?
I think
But
she's
how
your
has she,
age.
Like, lived
I think
in
she's
all
your
these
age.
Places for.
I actually don't know. I think probably her dad as well.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if it's for military wise. I'm not 100% sure. I should ask her.
Just for funsies.
I guess for funsies. But yeah, because she grew up in Raleigh mainly, but like she lived around a lot of places because she knows how to speak Mandarin. So
Oh, good for her. Well, that's why I want to do travel nursing, so that way I can like get to relocate like I do.
So like your keychain, I don't know why it just popped in my head. I just wanted to share. Like your keychain is like, man, I nursed a Chinese guy back to health the other day. It's like I'm sick of these Americans. I want to go heal somebody from another country.
next thing you know, it's like, man, I nursed this German guy.
Guten Tag.
9.
But I don't know if I'd ever want to be. I mean, I'm assuming I'll probably have to be somewhere permanent eventually. I just don't know where that would be.
Not necessarily, right?
Well, I mean, if you want to like settle down and like actually like
Get married, have some
Have a
kids.
family.
yeah, I feel like you'd want to be somewhere like potentially permanent for that.
Put your kids what you went through.
Oh.
When I was your age,
I
we didn't
traveled
stay in one spot. So.
She definitely stayed in one spot.
Well,
Watch
like
movies.
for a while.
She's also okay. I've also noticed something about her like these past couple of days. She is a pretty big movie avid movie watcher. Wow, I struggled saying that. Because I swear, the one question I hear probably like all day, every day, which isn't a bad
Have you
thing.
watched this movie?
Have you seen this?
Yes,
seen this?
she says, "Have you
Tyler's
seen
the
this?"
exact same because when I want to have him on there, I want his thing to kind of be revolved around like cinema because he watches like hella movies. So.
Yeah, but she like asks me like every morning, every time we watch something, "Have you seen this? Have you seen this?" And like me, I'm terrible at watching. Like I love watching movies.
Even if you've seen it, you'd be like,
No, yeah, that's what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
remember that.
I love watching movies and like I enjoy them. I just have either a terrible memory of the movie, or B, I just am so behind on watching movies because like he gets mad at me for being super behind at watching movies, especially Marvel movies.
Do you watch those movies?
She doesn't like Marvel movies. She doesn't watch superhero movies.
What?
Sorry.
How?
I don't know. They're just not like intriguing.
See, I have a
I
friend.
do like Avengers. Is that okay? I'm really bad. So
Avengers-
what,
yes,
it's
Avengers is-
Marvel, and then what's
DC.
DC.
That's it.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
DC's super.
Batman, Superman, Flash.
Well, they're both
Supergirl.
superheroes.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Oh no. So then, what's Marvel then?
Marvel is
Spider-Man,
Iron Man, Hulk, Captain America.
Okay.
It's all probably like Pig Latin too.
So the Avengers is DC.
Nope, it's Marvel.
No, Marvel. Yeah,
There you
yeah,
go.
yeah. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
And then Spider-Man, Batman, and what'd you say?
Batman is DC. Spider-Man is Marvel.
Oh boy. Okay.
See, I'm not like okay. My initial reaction was poor because like when people say that, I urge them to watch it, but I'm like, get out of my sight when people.
You
say
know, the one movie that I did actually go see that I did really enjoy was Wakanda.
You watched
The
that
recent
movie?
one?
Like the most recent one?
Not
Wakanda Forever
the-
or
not
Black
the-
Panther.
Black
Yes,
Panther?
Black
The
Panther.
first one.
Yes.
Black
yeah.
Panther's a really good movie.
Yeah.
Well, I have a
That was a
friend
good movie.
who she just recently watched all of them up until like the
Dang.
most recent 4.
I've
or
also
so,
watched
maybe.
Hulk. That was a good movie too.
I've never
You
seen
watched
that
the
one.
Hulk movie?
Yes.
That's an old movie.
Is there a new one?
No, like
You're
there's
talking about the
only
one from like 08 or something?
I
Like
don't know.
07?
Yeah, that's an old one, and that one was like okay to me.
Oh, I thought you meant old as in like 90s old.
No. It's
Okay,
like one of the.
just
It's the
old.
most recent Hulk movie, but they only
Okay.
have one. And
I thought it was good. I
was
liked
good.
it.
So your sample size is Black Panther and Hulk.
okay,
That's
she
interesting.
surprised me.
And then I also watched the what did you say it was like
The
the
TV show?
comic version
So,
of
yeah,
like
she-
Spider-Man or not the animated Spider-Man movie.